What's up, everybody?
Hey, Mike.
So I'm so sick of Facebook. I think it's really starting to make me question my identity. I've taken so many quizzes on there that I don't even know who I am anymore. I took the which Disney princess are you test. And it told me I'm Walt from Breaking Bad. And do you guys know what Throwback Thursday is on Facebook? Have you heard of this?
Yeah.
Day of the week, yeah, you're supposed to post pictures of yourself as a kid. I'm thinking this has got to be a really confusing time to be a sexual predator on the internet. It must be so frustrating for them to randomly friend request a minor only to find out they're of age. Wait, officer, that gorgeous kid in the Transformers hat and the Wham! World Tour 85 t-shirt is actually 37? What the fuck? Can't trust anything online, it's ridiculous. I can't even trust myself on the internet. I'm constantly getting locked out of websites because I can't remember the answer to the security question I set up to reset my password. And this is because past Mike loves fucking with present me, which I'm sure seemed funny at the time. But now I can't pay my mortgage because I don't know who my third grade teacher's favorite 1970s dictator was when I was drunk 2 years ago. Or questions like, what year will the hammer pants in your closet come back into style? That's a trick question, they don't go out of style. And sometimes computer gets really personal. You know you're gay, right? What? So a little bit about me. My parents got divorced when I was 12. My dad remarried the woman he was having an affair with, which was always a little bit awkward at Christmas because I never knew what to get her. Could never seem to find the homewrecker section in the Hallmark store. I guess the I Break for Married Men bumper sticker was not a top holiday seller. My mom never got remarried, but mostly because she had unrealistically high expectations, like Paul McCartney was and still is her first choice. I just really wish that fucker would stop getting divorced and giving her hope. It's like, come on, man. But so when you're raised by mostly just your mom, you kind of have a different perspective on things. Like, she taught me how to shave, which is a task, I really could have used the invention of YouTube or Paul McCartney on. It was always like, yeah, Mom, my bikini line is great, but what about my face? So I worry about her, she's in her 60s, living alone. I don't know if they're going to deliver cats to her house or something. I don't know what kind of hobbies she's going to pick up. I don't know what kind of hobbies you pick up in your 60s. Maybe she can start hoarding. Do they teach a hoarding for seniors class down at the public library? Is the class always canceled because no one get in the room because it's so full of shit? I don't know. So I have one son, and we're thinking about having another kid. We might start trying. I love this expression, we're trying. This is the only phrase you can use to tell your grandmother you're having sex and expect to hear, "That's wonderful, dear," in response. But so in my fucked up mind, the word trying has become synonymous with sex, and that confuses me. Like, for instance, this week I was reading an article, thought it was about a massive Southeast Asian orgy. Turns out it was about the trying times in the Malaysian plane search. Too soon? I don't know. But our son is with a babysitter now, and I worry about leaving him. I do trust the heavyset Game of Thrones Nietzsche high school girl watching him right now, but I still do feel a little. I feel like when I'm leaving him, it's like I'm checking a car rental. I walk around him with a clipboard, note any dings or scratches. Decline the additional collision and liability because it's bullshit. My credit card already covers that. But when I get home, it's the opposite. I want him to have less gas than I left him with. So yeah, I'm 35. I love being a dad, but I really can't imagine doing it if I was any younger. I watched that show 16 and Pregnant sometimes, and it makes me so grateful all the girls in high school that wouldn't sleep with me. Thank you, seriously. It takes a while, though, for it to really sink in that you're a parent. For me, I think I knew I would really become a dad for the first time when I was in an adult store and I came across the anal bead section. The only thing I was thinking was, man, this would be great for teething. And looking around, they had all these other soothing, vibrating devices to help him sleep, and large pacifiers, which all seem to be black for some reason. And then I saw the stroller and realized I was actually in Babies R Us. But he has too many toys. He actually has 2 fully functional plastic kitchens. I don't know why he needs 2. And my wife always has HGTV on, which is a problem because now he wants to upgrade to granite countertops and a Viking 6-burner gas range stove. So she also always has that show Love It or Listed on. I don't know if you guys watch that show. I think they should make a Jersey-only version of that show. It would end with, are you going to love it, list it, or burn it down for the insurance money? But I'm trying to be a good dad. I tried to read to him a lot. This week we're reading a book called That's Not My Dinosaur. It's a really great story about prehistoric dads demanding paternity tests. The cover of the book says it's a touchy-feely lift and look book, which I think is what got the dinosaur into trouble in the first place. But there's a lot of great lines in the book, things like, I never knew my real dad, because he went extinct. There's nothing in the fossil record that proves that kid is mine. In the end, gets a little crazy, whole cave courtroom scene, the brontosaurus is yelling, Anna, I told you that bitch crazy, that egg's not mine. But so I think our son's wardrobe is really probably starting to confuse him, giving him the wrong idea about the world. He has this onesie with a rhino, a crocodile, an eagle, and a bunny on the front, and they're laughing and dancing and probably listening to a Katy Perry song, and below them it says, best friends. Now, I'm sorry, Babies R Us onesie design team, but there's no fucking way these animals are best friends. They're not even Facebook friends. It's like me wearing a t-shirt with a Jew, a Muslim, Rush Limbaugh, and Barbara Streisand holding hands at an Occupy Wall Street rally. But so I've been married for 5 years, happily married. I met my wife the old-fashioned way, getting drunk and making out in a bar while a Bon Jovi cover band was playing. But you get to know a lot about a person in that period of time. I can tell how my wife is feeling about me at any given moment by seeing which Lifetime movie she has saved on our DVR. I'll come home sometimes, she seems like she's in a good mood, but then I'll see Lies and Deception is saved, and I'll realize I've been telling her I really actually do like all our friends again. Or it'll be Cyber Seduction starring Kelly Lynch, and I'll realize I haven't been deleting my internet history. A lot of movies, notably, have not been on there. The Perfect Husband, never been recorded. All the Good Ones Are Married, haven't seen it on there. 7 Days of Sex. This was actually on there once, but only the opening credits because it followed Give Up the Dream, You're Married. My name is Mike Aitchison, thank you very much.